What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. Today I am joined again with my co-host and best friend, Janine, who is going to... You're going to be shocked when you see this video today. This video is absolutely crazy. I talked about it on my live stream, but I wanted to bring this video back up because I want to get a woman's perspective, because this is going to have some of you guys triggered. We're going to talk about Janine's businesses here later on in the channel, so you won't want to miss it. And with that being said, let's get started.
So I believe sometime last year, I asked women on Facebook to observe the men as they were out and about. Just look at them and to report back how many handsome men they see in a day. So this went on for about 2 weeks, and women were seeing maybe 1 or 2 handsome men a week.
Somebody, go ahead. Somebody, explain, justify it.
And that's generous.
Is that your experience?
Do you know where I live?
Oh, my bad. Okay.
I'm lucky I see no.
Damn. Okay. Well, let's continue.
Most men are not attractive. Right? That's not their currency. Beauty is our currency. Men's currency is money.
Yes, beauty is a woman's currency, right? Especially when y'all are younger. That's the height of y'all prowess. And for us, the height of our prowess is getting older, building ourselves up, building our wealth up and stuff like that. What I have a problem with, the issue I take with that, the way she said, I think she could have worded it a little bit differently, only because it comes off as what I talk about on this channel all the time. Modern women today tend to only care about what a man has in his wallet, and you're hearing less about the content of that man's character. But I rarely hear women nowadays talk about love. What was that giggle? What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Because you are correct.
Mark it down. Your boy don't be lying about this stuff. Go ahead. That's kind of why men are starting to check out.
Yes.
You know, and less want relationships, because they don't see or feel that women are genuine when they talk about love, relationships, and marriage. 33% of women that go on dates are only going on dates to get food and drinks. Foodie calls. They call foodie calls.
I've never heard that name.
I had neither till about a month ago. Month and a half ago. Foodie calls.
Foodie calls. Oh man, I gotta get in my vocabulary rotation. Meanwhile, I can't even get an invitation to get some Raisin Cane's or nothing, some Taco Bell, nothing. And I can tell you from like the dating apps, when you read some of the profiles from the men, you can tell that's all the women have been trying to do, is just get them to ask them on a date so that they can get some food and drink.
Then they start writing stuff in there.
Yes. They're like, nobody ain't gonna read this anyway. So they start going
we be leaving old passive aggressive ass messages in our date profiles, like, if you only going out with me to get anything, I ain't got shit.
But you know, it's just not, that's like the nature of some women now. Like, it's not in my nature to just be like, oh, I'm gonna get him to ask me out just so I can get some free food. For me, that feels like a waste of time. And I'm different, because I will pay.
And
some of them, that's how they feel like they are desired. Like, oh, he liked me enough, or I look good enough that he's willing to spend this money on me. And then I'm gonna ghost him and I'm gonna just hit up the next one.
And this is where the irony sets in. Most men are not rich. And most men will never be rich. They will either die poor or on a fixed income. Most men are going to make an average income. What is that? $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Women are born with their currency, right? And it's up to us to keep it up and offer it to worthy and desirable men. That's what I think. I think unattractive men should not get no play.
Dang, she went in.
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
Oh no,
Right.
she's not done. Let me continue then.
But what saves men if they are not something to look at is money. And they don't even be having that. Right? I'm not the girl, the money girl, pay my bills. I don't care about all that. Please. Most men couldn't afford me anyway. And they dragged my black ass on Facebook when I said if I wanted that lifestyle, if I wanted to sit home and do nothing and a man take care of me, he would have to earn $500,000. You would have to earn $500,000.
We hear that so much. It's like, oh, you gotta be 6 figures, you gotta be 6 feet, you better have a 6-pack. And you're like, your average guy, like only 15% of men in this country are 6 feet tall. Like your average guy, she's right. Your average guy only makes, well, it depends on the demographic, but it's somewhere between like 35 to about 50,000 a year, 55,000, I guess, if you're a white male. That's the average income for most men in this country. But yet and still, we see on a consistent basis, we see it on all these channels, just like mine. Modern women today are like, well, he needs to make 100,000. He needs to make $250,000. Like, what kind of box you got down there, man? That thing better shine. The light better come out and beep, right? No one talks about love. I don't hear women talk about love. Is what do you have? What can you do? They're trying to chase this lifestyle. This is what I have said on this channel so many episodes.
I'm gonna go back to what she said about the unattractive men don't get no play. I was like, wow.
But like, what have you heard from other women? Like, you know, in terms like, is it in line with what she's saying, or?
And maybe because I guess my circle of girlfriends don't really talk like, I guess because my girlfriends don't really talk like that, right? Like, oh, he got to be doing, like, we're not the, oh, we gotta have the weave down here and we gotta have the 10-inch nails and I think.
But that's not even realistic for where you live at.
It's not, but they think it is. The hood rich out there think that's the lifestyle. Because you should see how the pictures they take, right? They got their middle fingers up in the air, the phone up in their nose. It's like, you're not even putting forth yourself. You don't think you might be the most handsome in the world, but how you present yourself, like, is a big thing for me. I put in my profile, I need to at least see one picture where you're smiling. And that's my other way of making sure they ain't got no gold teeth.
Was that in wood? Was that in baby?
So what else do you do? Like, what else do you do? Because you look like you're in the streets all the time. That's what it looked like to me.
Right.
Just based off of what I know that I attract, what kind of man I attract, and my lifestyle. He has to keep up himself and keep me up. He would have to make a minimum of $500,000 for me not to work at all. That's not my style.
If I want a man that's going to lead me and I am comfortable enough for him to lead me, then I want somebody who's going to take up some space. Basically, he don't have to be in the middle of the dance floor just going off, but you know, people, it's not like, well, hey, Janine, and then they don't even see him. Right. We got so caught up in the looks part of it. A girl with a big booty and big breasts does not equate to a good woman.
Make sure that you go and check out Janine's businesses. She has Designs by Destiny, where she will make anything, custom anything, shirts, mugs, whatever you need, she will make it for you. And also check out valueyourvibes.com, where she is using her characters to be able to allow people to be able to discuss and talk about their feelings.
Y'all be good. Stop listening to some of these people who don't have no purpose.
I'm glad you trust me enough to be on the show. I appreciate it.
I know what you've been through, and I know how much you have learned over the years. And, I know you're not just trying to lead them astray. So that, but some of these out here, they just think it's an easy way to get followers and all that stuff, just to say a bunch of stuff. And that's just what it is, a bunch of stuff.
Which means that you should subscribe to the channel. And until next time, live your best life.